Alright, I'm Eric Loeffler. I'm the Chief Nameplate Engineer for the Escape Mariner. You're looking at the 2008 Mariner, which is got significant product differentiation from the Ford this year. The vehicle itself is all new exterior sheet metal, and we basically have a very stylish front-end design. We've made some significant aerodynamic improvements with this particular model, which has assisted in a fuel economy improvement of a couple miles per gallon on several of our series. The overall vehicle has a lot of new technical features in it. It has an e-pass steering system, which is an electric assist driven power steering system, which is another enabler for a fuel economy improvement. That has the capability of learning, so as you see road crown surfaces and so on, it will actually compensate for those surfaces and learn and keep the vehicle very easy to handle and manage on road. The vehicle is much quieter than the outgoing model. We've had a 15% improvement in the articulation index, which is the ability to hold a conversation on the interior. That's been facilitated by an acoustic windshield, thicker side glass, additional sealing throughout the vehicle, thicker carpet with better insulation properties, and additional dash panel and sealing through the dash panel to the engine compartment. The vehicle is equipped with 17-inch wheels available and 16-inch standard. It has a lot of new interior features, including a center stack that has a disassociated display. And that disassociated display is no longer a square radio box, but we have the controls different than the mechanicals that are behind the show surface of the IP, and that allows for a very progressive design. It's the first application of ice blue lighting at Ford Motor Company, which is a cool blue behind all of the switches and displays, including the cluster, and that just provides for a very nice interior environment when lit at night, and is very visible during the daytime.
Eric, what is the starting price for the the V4, the i4?
The i4, the base vehicle, this would be the Ford, would start out at around $19,200 with a manual transmission in the base series, and then as you go up in series, the vehicle would top out in around the $28,000 range. The hybrid is a little bit more expensive than that, given all of the additional hardware associated with the hybrid technology.
Now you said the Ford i4. Does the Mercury have an i4?
Mercury does come with an i4, not available with the manual transmission, so it would start out in about the $21,000 range. And
both of them, the Ford and the Mercury, can be a hybrid?
Ford and the Mercury are available both in the hybrid model, yes.
And they're a little bit more expensive? Do you have any clue on that?
I believe they're in around the $3,000 to $4,000 more expensive range.
What kind of mileage are you talking about from the i4 up?
The mileage will range up to about 28 miles per gallon on the highway for the gas model, and then the Mariner will range 34 to 36 miles per gallon highway. And you have to be careful because we've got the EPA label methodology change happening in 2008, so you have basically a difference between the 2-cycle and a 5-cycle, and so the 34 mile per gallon would be on the new 5-cycle EPA standard. So there's about a 2 to 3 mile per gallon difference between the two methods in the 5-cycle or to the 2-cycle in the hybrid, and only about a mile to 2 miles per gallon difference in the labeling methodology that the government just changed on the gas.
And the hybrid, how much more will it have versus the 07?
How much more mileage?
Mileage, yes.
I believe it's a couple miles per gallon improvement on the hybrid as well. So
good.
It was a 14% improvement from the outgoing model, whereas gas was an 8%.
What's the horsepower?
Horsepower, the i4 is 153 horsepower, and the V6 is 200 horsepower.
Eric, thank you very much.